Sierra Leone's ever-growing youthful population still continues to grapple with high rates of unemployment and other challenges. Despite the enormous challenges, young people are still working on realizing their potential. With emerging entrepreneurs and innovators, Youth Encounter on Star Television and Radio is a program that showcases successful young people, discuss the challenges, and provide recommendations. Join Mohammed Basiru Sanusi PM. It's Youth Encounter on Star TV on Channel 21.
Hello, welcome to another edition of Youth Encounter. It comes to you live on Star TV on Channel 21. We are presenter, Mohamed Basiru Sanusi, and we create what you say snail, no mix per blood business. As always, you watch the Encounter live on Star TV on Channel 21, as well broadcast live from Media One Center Studios at 3 Street Bookfields inside Freetown. On Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, on Star TV Channel 21. You will send a message to the number 031 045 068. 031 045 068. And my guest in the studios today, I get Yoko M. Brewer, and in the CEO and founder for Empire Art Institute as it come around for can support the creative art industry with proper education. Yoko, one more time, thank you and welcome inside the Encounter.
Thank you very much, Bash. Thanks for having me.
I know for set up a good idea like this in salon can be very difficult from the registration, get the correct people around. How do it look like for you?
It not be easy. We still they go on, we still then at the establishment stage, but we want try for going at the operation stage by October. But we still, get a few issues, but we they get on fine,
And we learn from the process and make corrections.
Definitely, yeah.
I'll bring you back. I'm named Yoko M. Brewer, the CEO and founder for Empire Art Institute. I got now the studios. Another brother and a good friend, Ambassador Sheku Foyo, now the CEO for YACAP, and he happened to be the chief organizer for the National Youth Summit, where they happened from the 9th to the 12th of August as a way for celebrating International Youth Day. Sheku, I think you bring with very good use, young people and always there. How will it look like for carrying young people activity?
Well, first of all, a privilege for me, and because we have done the portrait for a very long time. And something like a passion to me for like work for young people. And as a youth, I believe every morning when I wake up, I realize I need for change the mindset of we colleagues them within a state and we serve to go to school as well. So now it's an ordinary privilege for me for like walk through this particular race.
Quick one, if you want for rate the first summit where you and other people and do the first National Youth Summit where you do in Kenema from 0 to 10. How you rate them in an honest view?
Well, this one way we can get, so for me it's somehow nationally and international flavor, wherein it capture all sort of people with the type of target.
So this is the idea of the Kenema. You don't want to get the Kenema. Kenema will be a learning point for you.
Exactly. Kenema will be a very, very big learning point for me. And I learn a lot from that particular trip where I do not Kenema and try to change something without Zandy and get a solid one this particular year.
Sheku, I'll bring you back and we'll talk more about the upcoming National Youth Summit. I get now the studios again, a very strong woman. We do a lot of things in terms of agriculture, in terms of processing, production and all. And your name now Bridget Amoatheng Bodkin, and an entrepreneur and the founder for Labano SL Limited. I will talk to you about in company UBA Marketplace and the Tony Elomelu Foundation as another key aid to Africans all about the continent. I want to tell you thank you and welcome inside the Encounter.
Thank you very much. I'm happy that you are hosting me. Thanks for having me. Good evening to viewers as well.
You have a lot to discuss, yeah, and I want to know the point of discussion. You'll be more interested in English or Creole, which is more convenient for you. Because we are talking about UBA Marketplace, I think people out there need to understand about it, and also the Tony Elomelu Foundation and your own SL Limited has to do with production.
Whichever. Okay. I'm comfortable in Creole, I'm comfortable in English, whichever you decide.
The whole idea about Labano SL Limited, the names might sound strange, but I don't start operations since 2012, and we see the impact we want to create because every 3D frontier now a way of manifestation that Salon gets all what it takes. We just need the requisite support for move ahead. How it look like for you?
Okay, thank you so much for the interest. The first thing I want to talk about is that we registered with business in 2012 as a limited liability company. But that 2012 December they will register, we're not able to start. We actually start production at our backyard, and then Ebola come because they get most of our raw material from the provinces. So Ebola come, we stop. Again, because now we passion and we desire, we go into them again. Inside 2017, we started full operation, start small and see how far we don't go. So what we dey do? We dey do everything related to food stuff. Food for animal, or say animal feed. So for that, we dey do poultry feed for now. Even though we plan our target now for going to poultry feed, fish feed, piggery, the animal they will dey rear na salon, because we want for let the farmers themselves get ease. We want support the farmers them, and then go for focus on production. You know, with poultry feed what they do, it's garbage in, garbage out. So what will they do? They get with raw material with few imported additives, all from Sierra Leone, and then we produce excellent and well balanced nutrient filled feed where person in chicken go eat, it give am good production. Person in fowl then go eat, if na lay the leg go lay for am well, because the egg wey the fowl dey produce na the farmer dey use for make money. So we dey do that. And then the other side of our business na food for human being. We dey do organic food stuff, natural food stuff, and mainly we dey target African food stuff, Sierra Leonean food stuff, food condiments. So what do we do with that? We get one of our products range we call Market Blind. The Lambano Market Blind is like you dey na your office, e dey target mainly busy professional, busy people them. Until you dey na your office today, you want eat cassava leaf, but you no get chance for go market or prepare the thing them. So you just call, we put your order, say I want cassava leaf for 4 people them, I want fish, I want meat, I want chicken, you tell me what you want. And then we go get that things and they prepare for you, ready for you pot. If you want to go deliver them for you. If you want to go pick them up from your space. It's like we dey save you time we go use for prepare food, go market. We want make life more easier for people them. Cooking for be easier. You know, with African food, one of the things that we make people not like for eat them is that sometimes for make things like rice pap, the actual cooking time is like 10% of the preparation time. Imagine you get to go find the rest first, you find the rough rest, you beat them, you make ball, you dry them. It's like it take you forever how many days, but which will they come to you, bring the rest ball for you, inside package, beautifully done, hygienically prepared, ready for you pot. So don't take all that.
You know, on a one-stop shop. I'll bring you back and can look at what's going to be on a success story challenges, and we'll talk about the UBA marketplace and all. This is a youth encounter, and it comes to you live on Star TV on channel 21. Send your message to the number 031 045 068. A quick break. I want to come out, we'll talk to my guests in the studio as I get to Yoko, Sheku Foy, and also Madame Bridgetta.
Sierra Leone's ever-growing youthful population still continues to grapple with high rates of unemployment and other challenges. Despite the enormous challenges, young people are still working on realizing their potential. With emerging entrepreneurs and innovators, Youth Encounter on Star Television and Radio is a program that showcases successful young people, discuss the challenges, and provide recommendations. Join Mohammed Basiru Sanusi PM. It's Youth Encounter on Star TV on Channel 21.
Welcome back. You're still about Youth Encounter live here on Star TV on Channel 21 every Friday from 5 to 6. And we're sorry for the delay today. And if you missed this edition, you will watch them on Sunday again from 5 to 6. But I will start the discussion with Yoko M. Briwa. It gets a legal background, but most time, you know, you want to talk about in legal parts. When a young woman like you get masters, get legal background, it takes a lot. People like you can just talk a lot just to go spend a weekend, make life easy. When you are back and for support the creative art industry with education. Now look at the whole initiative about Empire Art, how you become out for reach to the conclusion and day, and the stage where the production day now.
So I like for perform and I like for act mainly. And I don't do acting, mainly in England. I be a salon person. I don't born and bred salon. I go Lyon Prep and then I go St. Joseph's Primary and then I go Annie Walsh. But I not been involved much in performing until I go London. When I go London, I start the secondary school day. Then I start drama. It's been very, very good. I've been really, really love it. I be always a performing person we like for do acting and comedy stuff, jokes. I remember what I've been there St. Anne's, they actually do comedy for me colleagues them, my classmates them, then go buy them lunch, can sit on a class when I was in class 6 and I do stand-up comedy for them. But I not been pay attention much to that until I go England. I say, so you can really do this like a proper career, and that I begin to talk to my parents them. But they being parents, they say, I don't know, sometimes this is not just one of out of the blue sort of ideas. Done A-level first, A-level I choose theatre studies back, performing arts I study them. After that then say, well, try do something. Is there anything else? Medicine, nursing, banking, law. I say, well, I go do law. So I went on, did law. I finished, as I said, as you said rightly, finished my law degree, finished my law school, finished my master's law degree in England. Then we come back here. When we come back here, I still get that, in me. It's always been in me. Go ever left. We're going to say whatever, the only thing that really makes me excited in the world, the only job is performing arts, being in the performing arts sector. So when I come back, I be the battle with me, say, well, what here for do? Because from England, I don't get this dream where God puts in my mind for say, do something. But it was always in Sierra Leone. Even though I've been there England, my dream was always to be established in Sierra Leone. So they always think to me, say, well, number one, I get for go to Sierra Leone first. So now, so we come salon, but when I come, I be the work na me daddy in law firm. So I not been don't start the dreaming. I be afraid. I say, I don't know if this go work out, If been then I'm head, I be afraid for share I say me person not if the idea and that kind of thing. So I not been say much for a while until later I really pressed by me, and I think this is the time that God wants it to happen. And so I started for talk to people them, but only me family, close people them and friends. Okay. I talk to them, then say, yeah, it's a good idea, it's a good idea. Then say, why not talk to this other person? Why not talk to that other person? It would be a good idea. Then go help you. So I begin to talk to other trusted people. Then so the circle begin to extend. Up till now, the circle they extend, and we're now open to get more, professional, more experts advice. For now, we get, experts like Mr. Charlie Afner, Mr. Raymond de Souza George, Miss Monica Bobson Kamara, Professor Joedi Ali, Mr. Sa Wahid Dumbuya, the music artist. We've got all them people here where, are really trusted people to me. I really like them. They are easygoing, and then they work with
me. And you believe say with them, the Empire Institute will reach the heights you want?
That's right. Okay. That's right. Because them people here are veterans, in the field of entertainment industry. People like Sa Wahid has been there for over 15 years in the music industry, and he's still there. Doing well and is excelling, for all that period of time. Not so easy thing in the entertainment industry for be there that long and you're still relevant, you see. So people like him will get a lot for tell me and the Institute for advisory on the way forward and how to actually reach out to the Sierra Leone youths especially, and to make sure they get the best out of Empire Arts Institute, because this is not all for me. If me be want, I will go audition for to be an actress, to various directors and that. But I've always had it in my mind, God's put it in my mind to do more, where we go actually touch other people, especially the youths. When I can salon now, I begin to see, say, like, they work in my dad's law firm. We had about 7 clerks, young guys. They're not even reached 25 yet, most of them. And then you ask them, and almost all of them, there was only one who don't actually successfully pass this WASC. The rest of them were trying and planning to pass the WASC. They were trying and they were working hard. They are doing their job so they can save money to do this private WASC. And it's like the way maybe they observe, they are like stuck in this, loom of going round and round. They're trying to get this qualification to get to university, and there's no other way past this WASC. So I look at them, I say, well, some feel like this. I start first for mentor them, talk to them, and see what we can do. And then this idea really started coming in to say, you know what, we really have to have something where
People
it's not just these boys.
Are we working can
Yes.
look at the various courses that you have for offer
Yes.
at the institute and what will be the criteria?
Yes.
Thank you for doing it in the studio.
Thank
Over to
you.
you, Sheku Foyo. You do the National Youth Summit. I still say the ministry people that don't come inside forget a whole event and a different, start from the stadium, go to the parliament, and we know what you can offer. A lot of young people rely on what you give them, and they get much trust in people like you can. Let's talk about this year event, everything new we need for now.
Well, first of all, this year event na something we don't plan for the past 8 months for ensure say we try for come with the international system na salon. When we talk about youth empowerment, youth development, we also they talk about agriculture, we talk about entertainment, we talk about entrepreneurship. We look at the particular factions today and we ensure say young people don't suffer a lot, even in terms of the government aspect. A lot of young people don't try for ensure say they reach their own voice or they try their own level best. But if you watch in the aspect, the government themselves get another issues there for like support these young people. So what do they try for like do this statement for like ensure so how the government close the different ministries where they on youth development issues, talk about youth Ministry of Agriculture, Health, Information, Youth, all these ministries will put in together, we'll get the young people then together as well, ask them questions, they answer young people then questions them. Because young people only cry for too long, say we don't get interface with them people there. Them people there would knock them the more and they open for we. So these are one of kind things we want to get youth engagement to them particular stakeholders there way, the government officials them. And the young people now they start for day one. Second, they get youth framework position paper. Where in the day two also they come, we sit down together as young people, we say for think, what's in the stoning block for we? Why will not they go? What's in the cause? Now we are the cause, now governor the cause, now we leaders are the cause, now the past governor, what's in the cause? Young people then go sit down and develop that particular framework day and get a position. So the following Sunday, young people they go to parliament and go debate on them. The president don't carry out a good initiative when we buy and 1,000 young people then buy when education. I will tell you for free, I will see you on a TV now also today if I not educate. I get something I made and I pass on to young people just because I educate. So they get a framework where they discuss on the theme we're very catchy. Where they talk about education for ensure say young people and voice being heard and we discuss on a lot of things where they come upon. And the most important thing in that particular framework they will get a position where young people don't think, don't dream of and present at the wall of parliament. In that aspect, we'll get honorable member of parliament then, we'll get also some certain ministers on board and different stakeholders we will listen the cry of young people. Not because we'll just go and say this. Also they come up to solution. Say this will be the solution if we also come together and settle this particular aspect. So they come up with the cause and solutions that will present them.
So after all the concerns have been raised all the days, then they find out they will kind of like a position paper, like a United Nations
Exactly.
or any kind of one conference. We'll go table and say, okay, these are the recommendation for move youth business go before.
And the most important thing, not to still go give the position no more. Every 3 months with the file in the parliament, we don't get a discussion with the parliamentarians. They will help with the certain sectors, the particular factors and way the sectors that we involve we facing a stoning block. Then go able for right way, log interface with them people and they if we don't know say that the Ministry of Energy gets an issue for young people. When they get a dialogue with our and say, Mr. Minister, this is a stoning block, we get to idea, allow we all go with our young people. Now we take the lead. I don't see say salo young people know they take a lead. And sometimes when I ask them, then say they know they give you the chance for take the lead. And I don't they say the people that we would call parliament, what they call politicians, they only want for take a lead in certain aspects. The young people they also want for be taking the lead. Now that make you know they get young people who call professional young people, because sometimes they try for like take a lead in specific access, but they know they get the full support from different people that will need. So now that make you very clear partnership with the government and also the parliamentarian for help we push we case.
And I'm saying this will serve as a way for let the youth and self carry on for press. There are times where if you go once and you not succeed, you know go say okay because I go, the minister not give me door for telling about this man's entrepreneurship idea before he learned. And if you're passionate about carry on for press with him. Right to go to responsibility. How do you talk to your young people then for take up the responsibility and deviate from this whole idea now we write.
Well, I will say me an example. Years ago, before then when the present Minister of Youth Affairs came as a minister, I don't try for write 1,000 letters to them follow me to now. He reject me letter and I keep up for write a letter. So one day I get a platform for them. But I say, bro, paddy, I don't write to you several letters and they call me for like follow meet self. And it's nine of the share for you. I say yes. It's a kind of office, not write letter look and discuss. And I get first interface with her, we discuss a lot. And it's just a potential person. And if you call me together, let's share ideas. And they tell you say since that minister don't come when I'm on my bangura, it don't support all my ideas then. And it supports me full fresh for ensure say we succeed as young people. Though young people only complain on different aspects, but I tell young people and say when you get clear instinct, you get clear something way a good for all young people in our salon, you get a national framework where a lot of people will benefit from. Definitely certain sectors and certain ministries support your ideas. Now that's what we try for.
So no matter the delay never come. I'll bring you back, not just come with Bridgetta. In line of Lambano, we'll see you the kind of product you don't put and the healthy. You know, when you talk to a health expert and you say these are the right food we only for eat for stay healthy. They are telling they don't complain anything food, and not the type of well market for them, but they don't complain them. Because imported things and get a lot of things that they carry. But with their wire, they're very healthy, and we'll see how they know they go so far. Now look at the success stories then they get from production over the years.
Okay, thank you so much. Lambano started very low, small. In fact, I would say we start food production in the kitchen. We go to a point the kitchen is able for contain we again. Another point we have to like look for a bigger space. So now we are growing. What we do, we first of all started with longer shelf life products because Lambano products them has to be 100% natural. No additive, no preservative. Why? Because people then they get too many issues with food when they eat, and food not supposed for heal issue. Food supposed for heal, food supposed for provide the right nutrients for you. Food supposed for make you become more healthy. So for example, we get so many products that we do. We desire not forget a one-stop shop. We desire also not for take we Sierra Leone or we African food stuff them and give them the preeminence we they deserve. One of the reasons we make somebody go na supermarket instead of he buy salon honey, he buy imported honey is because of the processing, because of the presentation. With food, presentation matter. Now that make things like this one, raw organic honey. The honey is excellent, but it has to be presented in an acceptable manner to the customer. Things like this one, this is a tea. Now that we normal Gambeti bush. Okay, maybe some of the very young people there now not sabi that tea bush day, but it is called Gambeti bush. We use for drink am, buy am, like they put it in any kind manner. But now this one has to be presented in an international acceptable manner. Now excellent tea. It gets a lot of value, but this tea, if you see her in any kind form, you're not sure of the hygiene behind them, you're not sure whether the phytosanitary part of them is excellent, you're afraid for buy them. So what we do, we ensure say we give hand-picked tea, we dry and make an excellent, we put her inside tea bags so that it's easy for you. You don't at your office if you able to put this tea inside cup, you drink am. Na tea bush, Gambeti bush. You dey any side, you able for carry and go to anybody. This tea, we carry and go. We go one trade, whatever na Ghana, we carry and go. The way how they rush for buy them thing there. Why? Because they know say now everybody they look for something wey not get chemical. People then prefer herbs instead of drugs. People then prefer natural food stuff. So that is some of the things we do. So things like ogiri. Imagine Lambano ogiri, the game changer. Traditional people know they use Maggi for cook. Now they use for cook. Then food tasty and healthy. but now all kind chemicals. So this one now na ogiri, lambano ogiri, we don do am in such a way that, look at it, una too no dey make plaba wey dey na ya, e no get offensive odour, well packed, presentable, easy for carry. So even when somebody go supermarket in meet am, e no dey shame of rage for buy, e no dey think say, hey, if I buy this ogiri, e go disturb me.
But it's not all perception, no, they say, okay, if I don't smell the
No,
entire
no,
studio,
no,
but
no.
now
They say ogiri, they laugh kenda for smell. Look, ogiri there, kenda there, no conflict. Everybody is living happily because it is well done.
So that means packaging and branding are still really the content on the miss over the years.
Of
Now they fix
course.
up so now.
Yes, for food presentation matters. You can see some food picture the way they can show in a television or you can see in a magazine. So say if you taste them food and they know, but when they don't present that food they done, it's so attractive. Food has to be attractive. So we not just give you attractive food or correct food, but they make it attractive, easy for carry, travel safe. For example, with food they make sure say they meet up good standard, international. So look with packaging. Last say this na ogiri. You want travel with am. You get English, you get French, you get Dutch. So if you even go airport, somebody want to know it, you're able to read them. It is not just come like it has a safety seal. Why? Because you want to be assured that the food is tamper proof. So if somebody tamper with them, the seal will be broken. You will not buy it again. You know that it is not like what you are looking out for. So we are doing all of this just for put Sierra Leonean products and food stuff na the international market. Let yourself able for tinap na supermarket, it compete with any.
And with all this, it help for create employment for other young people and more.
Sure.
Because and then they will help you this processing and all. Let's look at another key thing: support. How best Sierra Leonean support the entire production. I know people challenge always on the day. Most times foreigners they do well when they say things. Let's look at the support locally.
Okay. As in financial support, actually there is not much to write home about. But one of the good supports and way I don't dey receive personally is way former minister of trade, he grab one the night announce say all supermarkets forget made in Sierra Leone products. For me, that was a very good support because I have a leverage for marketing my product. Before that, you get for go supermarket, you go work and beg them, say, me no dey carry this kind thing, I no get customer there for them. But now when the minister announce them, then the minister not just announce and talk with him, but minister begin go supermarket to supermarket, they check. So now, they go beg them, they put two products at supermarket. Now then they call me. Hey, this na lambano, you dey sell African and Sierra Leonean item, produce them, carry it in a shop lock and see sample. So for me, that is a big support. And also the local content again, working with Standards Bureau again, provide also another kind of support. Now they have reduced the price for us to test our products. So now it's easier for we for test the product because something they make something you want check according to the safety standards, you want check according to international standards. Every food gets a kind of standard we for follow. Apart from the phytosanitary standards, in other words the hygiene and the health and safety area, they need also for check the food for certify say it is safe. You know, food is like medicine. You no go eat food you can't run belle or you sick. So that testing price dey e don kind of e don drop and down for we. So for me, I tell God thank you for local content. I tell God thank you for Standards Bureau and even Ministry of Trade, because all that and they inside. It's like we go say providing enabling environment.
That's the key word I will ask this. I'll bring you back and look at UBA Marketplace and also the Tony Elumelu Foundation. In the name of Bridgetta, I'd like to move over to you again, Yoko. What are we now the cause we have for the Empire Institute and the criteria that we want to get for go and go benefit himself?
So we get two types of courses. We get the National Vocational Qualification, we're at the NVQ, and a 3-year duration course. Then we get the Diploma course, the Ordinary National Diploma course, we're at a 2-year course. Then 2 courses here, we don't do in, looking at the approved standards of the National Council for Technical, Vocational and Other Awards, the NCTVA, for TVET institutions. So we don't look at Dande, and in terms of the NVQ, if you are 14 or above, you don't complete your junior secondary school. The exams Nayana Salona Beke. Once you don't pass Dande, you are eligible to apply for the National Vocational Qualification course at Empire Arts. That course, you go either do performing arts or visual arts. Performing arts, i.e. Acting, music, dance, or you go do visual arts where you go take, you go take courses in clothing and textiles, fine arts and crafts, the drawing, the painting, crafts, bead making, jewelry making, accessories making, and the diploma as well are the same thing. You either do performing arts or you do visual arts. Now with the diploma, the entry requirements now completing your senior secondary school or completing your NVQ or a national certificate with required work experience as well, i.e. that talent. You show me some documentary, you show me some of your work to say that this I don't do, we test you,
you perform live for
auditions, basically, yes. Because a practical school, so the practical element is a must. But the entry requirements, the academic entry requirements for the diploma na 4 WASC, which include maths and English. So if you don't do your 4 WASC credits, then you get maths and English, you're eligible to enter the diploma course at Empire Arts Institute, studying either performing arts or visual arts. But if for some reason, if for some reason you don't do the NVQ na Empire Arts, you want continue on to the diploma, then you're eligible as well. You can come straight from the NVQ class at Empire Arts and join the diploma
How
class.
can you see the facility there and the people that we have for the go facilitate? They have to be well grounded and for understanding material. Them two things, the conducive environment for the classes, and if you get the right expert them for teach the upcoming students there.
Perfect. So I go start off with the experts. We they do we best for ensure that we get industry experts, professionals for can teach. And the one that we don't get so far, they are very, very enthusiastic about actually the youth. We don't tell them, say, our age target group, now people, from age, 15 to age 25 mainly, and then, from age 25 to age 35. Now we age group we proper target youth group. We want to catch them, when they are young. So at the end of the day, because now something like performing arts, especially the performing arts bit, you get the best out of yourself when you are younger. It involves a lot of energy, and we get people like Mr. Charlie Afner. We go teach. The subject of theater studies. He don't get over 40 years of experience as a renowned theater practitioner in Sierra Leone and globally. We get people like Professor Joedi Ali, who is a renowned historian globally and academic in Sierra Leone. He's head of postgraduate studies at Frobe College at the moment. So we've got someone like him not only on our board of governors advising Empire Arts how we should go about being a sustainable institution and an institution that actually delivers the best, but he also don't agree, say he go help for teach as well the history courses at Empire Arts Institute, which makes me feel great because we've got somebody like that. We've also got another person in the visual arts sector, Madam Woki, who has also agreed to be on the board of governors, not just that, advising us in terms of the visual arts sector and clothing and textiles, but also to provide training, teach, fashion design and clothing and textile at the school. So, we don't have... we've got a lot of people, professionals doing their own thing. So what we they try for doing Empire Arts now for draw them as much as we can in under one roof to say, you know, please help the youth here.
So take the very
and
best.
provide
Don't
training.
look at
the very best.
The
yes.
space. You get that kind of space where you go
Yes.
offer all those things.
So secondly, we got the space. We did a number 40B Riverside Drive, Kinaman Road, off Kinaman Road. So that Leon Preparatory Junction, and then going up. Now day we day. It's you know, a compound, and you know, we've got you know, upstairs and downstairs, and you know, once you enter the compound, enter our gates, you are within Empire Arts, and that's just where we
The
are.
facility encouraging.
It's very, very encouraging.
Okay.
It's a small institute, you know. However, it's very encouraging and conducive for the purpose.
You start small and go big.
That's right.
Sheku, for this year event, I would understand say you have a cost nothing. Yeah, there are times where then they happen, you get to you have to pay. You them on the provinces get told for play inside. You put 500 youth them together. You know what I mean? When you put we together, the habits are different, and we know they take joke on right and 13. You know, there are times young people, if you see don't give you refreshment, you know ready for talk to it, whoever ask you. Even when you can call that program, the man they get for serve. Upon all this, it's part of we, and you know get for change and one to. Oh, look at this here event, logistics, the criteria, and other things we need for know.
Yeah, first of all, young people them in the initial plan will be put in a registration people, young people for pay the sum of 200,000 units. Young people are willing to apply, over 500 young people that will shortlist. And we come back and realize we don't get funding. We don't get funding from the ministry, from a lot of agencies then. Why we will collect money from other young people there again by these kind of situations. So what we do, we pull a press release, tell young people and say, una we don't pay, we return back una money to una all. And today we go give everybody money in a parliament we've been go to in our session. First for the parliamentarian and get a session for it today. We then call we all we have for good debates in a parliament and go teach we what's in the standing orders, what's in the rules and how within the language where they use in a parliament today. So most of the people we go return their money back. For ensures to tell and say we have funding. We're not doing this for money actually, because one for ensure we give young people the capacity, the knowledge, and the experience. The money is not what we're thinking about too much. So the food aspect, the packaging we get for young people and the bus store, everything stay. We ensure we get the 3 times with them for eat, the people that they come upline, then get for candy as well, everything, the logistics.
So what about accommodation? We put in place for
yes,
them?
because we get for young people where they come from, where they come out different provinces, where they can join in the city, and they get a lot of this rainy season. We see what's happening back today. A lot of people where they away and they have different sizing. We go for shows to make sure since then they fire and they're now within the heart of the city we do the event, we can do them together and ensure they do not get any late or other stuff like that.
Shako, in area of consultation, how best now don't consult. There are times you get some CBOs them, you get them zonal group where one for the participate, but because they don't get access to you, youth ambassador, it's difficult. Everybody get that kind idea and I'm saying this man don't reach to this height and so it did for reach them very difficult. How long for reach out to them and bring their own views?
Yeah, me now the chairman first on the National Youth Council for the Eastern part, and I get a lot of CBOs organizations where they can knock my door every blessed day. So what to do, more especially with colleagues over there na Susan's Bay, Kube, Mambila, Poti, Moab, you understand it. We don't start for share invitations then till the Friday. We start for ensure we get young people and within them particular areas and they let them come on board for the first time. Hello, get their own view. You will be touching for like get a story from a colleague from Kwoti community. She go nearly one cry. How you starting life, how you don't push, how you don't try, don't fail, you don't try, don't fail, and don't deny a particular stumbling block. Now then kind of story they want for you, and also get a motivational speakers like Una the Bash who don't learn from for so many years, it would only take on a footprint for so many years. So now then kind of particular development stories one for young people and we'll get them something back with them go for. There is a hope. If I don't get this and I don't get them kind of particular mentor in the heart, definitely I will go back to my community and ensure I will continue my good work what I do. But also they make sure we give them a life story event where they tell them say this is not about today. You need to go back my community with a lot of research because young people also cry to say for your funding not there we can go back our community for go ensure we go do back the message we can send for do. We tell them say this is not funny. We start with event them. We not put funding if before, but we don't care. Plus your idea genuine, definitely you will
more people will come on board. Bridget, UBA marketplace. I watch the Iwawe done. It'd be interesting, you know, some stars are like Ayodeji, Brian Balogo, and the Wizkid, you know, the Ninola, and all FPD. And very interesting when I see the UBA chairman, Tony Elumelu Kamde, and all the things I see you get now. So the same thing that they get when I watch the video, I'm impressed. You want to tell small thing about then kind of one-stop shop then they?
Okay, thank you so much for the question. The UBA marketplace was a unique experience for me because I was selected to represent Sierra Leone. Lambano was selected, and what did we do? We went with our foodstuff, we went with our honey products, we went with things like ogiri, kenda, beni, pepper, and even the tea bags. And you know, going to Nigeria, a one-stop shop where they invite the whole of Africa go, representative from the whole of Africa, every country they get representative, and carrying the green, white and blue flag for go raise them up in a situation like that. It was for me a good and a great honor. So because of that, I ensure say we put we best foot forward, because that meeting the different presidents and heads of states they been go. I meet what I go call movers and shakers. Now the Nigeria economy, I meet people the way really begin for admire my product, and the first thing what shock me is that they start to admire the packaging and say wow. So that means I'm doing very well. Even Ayawa things in a bigger space, people then still admire my product and my packaging. It was good for me. And also the other good thing when I get at the UBA marketplace is that I made a lot of contacts. And people then things like with honey products, it was like new for them. They were asking me so many questions. So how do you do this one? How do you get, why do you do it like this? So first of all, I start by telling them that the honey wey me can sell na ya, the bees the way they produce them, they know they eat chemical, because then they feed from the wild nectars of the wildflowers of the forest reserve of Loma Mountain. So not so somebody in farm then they eat nectar. No, now the wildflowers then they eat. So that means me honey 100% organic. And then we know they do adulteration. What we say this na honey will they make, na honey will they go sell. So that's why me attracted. In fact, it went to a stage that I had to open and taste them, because the honey products the way they get in Nigeria, the color is darker from the one I took.
Yeah.
So it's like, how come when honey in color? I say, well, honey in color they by the thing where the honey the bee they eat, by the location inside the bee they, and all of them factors then they. And we've been going into testing. They started testing it. So in a very short time, the raw organic honey sell them. In fact, it sell to the extent that even the one be open for taste. Somebody say, no, myself I don't want to be left out. I want this honey. Sell and give me.
So overall, the experience in Nigeria be very nice, and you did extremely well.
Yes.
Congratulations when you fly with flag. I see one of the video them and I'm impressed. I know the kind of money where you don't make kind of plenty, but yet still you have a kind of investment. This Tony Elumelu Foundation for 2019. As of now, investments what they don't do is $25 million till date. And this year, 216,000 people now they apply. They're not up over 7,520. You get any take about this year event and how you want to make them to this philanthropic and entrepreneurship. One of the biggest now for Africa.
Okay, first of all, I'm already an alumni. In 2017, I applied with a poultry feed business and we won. I won the award and I'm a proud alumni. So what are we doing? One, as an alumni with the Sierra Leone, you know the international business they are. A lot of Sierra Leoneans they knocking apply. Places like Kenya, then they award sometimes more than 100 people. Places like even Ghana, Nigeria, not for talk. All over Africa. So what will they do na Salo? They encourage people and say, if you get idea, maybe you idea go be the way for change Africa. You get an innovation, polish them, research on them, make them better, and when application process open, apply. Because you idea might be the way for change Africa. because imagine that kind forum dey, that kind space dey, over 2,000 or 3,000 entrepreneurs dem from all over Africa dem gather. The first thing wey dey happen is that one, the energy level, wey you go able for leverage on, the kind technology wey you go able for meet, the number of people dem wey willing and ready for help you, the kind of networks dem and bonds and friendship dem wey you go form, it is great. I no want let Sierra Leoneans dem miss am. I want this year wey dey cancel 2020, wey the application go open January 1, I dey encourage all man wey get idea, please let we polish am, let we research on am well. We target say we dey think say over 100 people dem go be awarded from Sierra Leone, because this year na apart from me wey go, wey me na alumni, the current cohort dem entrepreneur for 2019 wey go, na only 3 people able for go. Even though more than 3 people dem win the award, but na 3 people dem go. So it's like it's for all businesses. You business na startup, you can apply. E no mean, e no get limitation.
The most important thing, as according to what on the idea, just you get and say the change Africa and the move you more. I want to get for popularizing. This don't be the challenge over there. People don't understand. We just used to WhatsApp and Facebook. As you begin to salon pops and say go www, they say me megabytes you are done. You know, I want to get for encouraging for apply.
Okay, 2019 application process we been there on, UBA been come up with a space. Say anybody who apply we not get internet facility, you can at UBA, then we make a space, you able for sit down there and do your application. But for me, not to that application na the issue. For me, now for them you research your idea, you polish them, because there is a section on the application form where say wow me, wow us. It's like make me willing for listening to you more. Come with something innovative. No go get idea say I want go begin sell biscuits and sweets, I want buy a pizza that can sell na Wellington. That is not an innovative idea. Then they look for something wey go really cause the change, wey go really bring the solution. Why? Because people like Tony Elumelu think and believe say, like the way we myself believe say, the solution for Africa dey inside we all can able for bring them with idea there and make Africa work. We able for make Africa great, because imagine Africa get the highest youth population in the world. You know what that mean? That's leverage, that's energy, that's idea, that's innovation, that's something new, something big. So if we leverage all the idea there, you know, sometimes we can use we megabytes and for research on them things there, instead of putting up the gist na Facebook, na WhatsApp, they take all them funny unnecessary
share them fake news. Let we use them for empower ourselves.
Let we use them for research, let we use them for empower ourselves. This they go to with the young people, they let we use them for grow, because so many people them, there is so many business opportunities all over the world. In fact, the business ideas they are without numbers. Even the air where they breathe, na a business idea. You no go know say money dey on side, na for ask them mobile phone company who side they pass them money na this world, na the waves, na the air. Even una say na Star TV, what are they doing? Then they use technology for pass on message. Yeah. That's a business idea. So whose idea you get, that idea will go change Africa. We really they look for her every day, because we believe say the idea, the way for make Africa great again, if they inside we not bring that innovation out. If we bring that innovation out, it will help with so much.
We will work on the Dream Day Agenda 2063 for This is New Africa. And also you could go for apply the 2021. But before we go, I will give you how for apply, and you said will benefit. But with the wrap up any moment from now, Yoko, what's going to be your closing message for this program, and how somebody will keep you in touch as we go?
Well, I want to say to me family there, especially to the youths then, age 15 to 35. Now the main target group. Other people themselves after that age group go apply. But from age 15 to 35, we want empower them people here. We want make sure say you get that you NVQ certificate, you get your diploma for head off to higher education. If you don't want to do that, you want to go places like Nigeria, Ghana, you want to go to the UK, to the US, you get that diploma that is internationally recognizable. For say, I don't do this in theater studies, I don't do this in performing arts, in visual arts, I don't get this certificate. We want to empower them. For them one then they will not reach that becker stage, so then stop Form 2 or then stop Form 1 or then they primary school. but then get that interest, then get the talent. They can dance, they can sing, especially the cultural aspect, because we want really tap into our culture. We don't notice there's a lot just going absolutely missing. People don't know whether they're coming or going when it comes to culture. We dey tap into that. If you get that kind of talent there, we get Saturday classes, them all they do for, especially them when them we not get that beke and they not get the wask at all. But these are people who are talented and shouldn't be thrown away. And let's not forget, we don't start with the free education. The Honorable President don't start with that. Now just last year we start with that. So they all them people that will miss out before that, they're still there in society not doing much, and they don't miss out on this free education. So they don't big small, they don't pass that stage day. So we're calling on these sort of people to come to our Saturday classes where we just do the arts, purely arts, but you go able forget like a certificate of achievement and that. And as time goes on, if you don't did it for a while, you don't did now with Saturday classes for like a year, we will consider you to say, okay, if you get a sponsor, somebody will sponsor you fully, because according to the Education Act, according to NCTVA, if you get a sponsor and you get the talent, then they can look at you as a special case. So we go look at those sort of people. We encourage all man for come, not just you got this, you go kind of the Saturday.
So no matter how big you are the industry, you need to get a certificate for a certain you could work.
So you go
so
global.
How somebody go keep on in touch in social media handles or contact?
Yes, so we've got as I say, you will come to we address 40B Riverside Drive, off Kinaman Road, Brookfields, Freetown. Or you go email we at empireartsinstitutesl@gmail.com, or you go call we on 088-006-111. We application form, then they come out next week. So come check what's happening, and then we want start in October. From Monday to Friday, we do the NVQ and the diploma, and then Saturdays we training and learning.
Plenty, thank you, and we'll continue for keeping in touch for know the level of the reach challenge day and the way to learning for.
I will talk to this young man as well, definitely about the youth, and also to my friend about the foundation.
I think you really amazed with the market.
Yes.
And we'll take it, give you a marketplace.
Yes.
I'll let you see the video next time. And I'm going to fire with the wrap up. I know you don't close already, but you have to go through the datum again and have somebody for keep you in touch for no more about the National Youth Summit.
Yes, for the parliament session, it's open, because we don't get people that we get for go do the debating sessions when I delegate them. But if people want to
so they then back up as they can do the Nehai Book Club.
Exactly. The people that want to go watch we and see our young people, and they defend the 1,000 young people, how then they come up with the issues of young people and how they settle them for themselves. Because one forget a national view. Kenema, Bo, Kailam, the 16 districts, the views of young people across the 16 districts with table out, with discuss on them, and a framework for the presenters.
I see we got a website now. Congratulations. How somebody go visit the site?
Yeah, the website at www.youthandchildrensadvocacypanel.org. You can still go there, and then there is a space where we don't get like for 10 space, because we get a lot of people and we be to apply last year, and we write to them say, since you be to attend last year and something like this, you just go and watch we, but you're not going to be a delegate. So get free space, so just key out today, so people can go now with space, and then you apply, definitely will accept you.
Thank you so much. I'm sure we'll keep you in touch.
Thank you.
We'll wrap up now. You talk for 3 different things today, and that's really interesting. I think your communication skills help you now, because I can't see you market to anybody this money. If me not for you now, they bypass 10 rubber. But you go now, we'll keep in touch with you and your word of advice to the market space.
Okay, waiting at the top of my product is that they are 100% natural. We know they do additive, we know they put chemical, we know they put preservative, we know they put anything will go damage your health. When we say this na oni, we say na ogiri, with the right way to put inside it did the 100%. We know they mix something. So waiting I they tell you again is that you can't look for we. Come and see, this na just a cross section, small sample. We get a one-stop shop for African food, Sierra Leonean food. We dey put Sierra Leonean food na the market. In fact, I get customer the way they buy to me for travel with them. I not just they sell this food na West Africa, I dey sell na Europe, I dey sell na US. So it depends what you want. It's easy for travel and easy for reach. +232 76 301 695 na the phone number, and I know say salon e easy for let people learn phone, so I dey give the number again, +232 76 301 695. We get outlet na 14 Wilberforce Road off King Street by Congo Cross. If you tinap na Congo Cross, you dey see the shop gate na blue. Enter there and see wetin you like, and bring people them also. And the other thing what they tell you again about is that we not just dey do food there, we dey do feed for animal, for poultry. Wale you know say we dey give excellent feed wey dey bring great results, profitability for the poultry farmer. I don give me number +232 76 301 695. Maybe you dey worry why you reduce the foreign exchange wey dey use for import feed for animal. You know now the dollar, because of the demand and supply, the dollar in rate dey go almost haywire. So buy feed locally and see the kind great results wey you go get, so that you go be profitable for your business. Call we dey just serve you excellent, and also dey link you up with vets wey go provide great advice for you, so that you go able for make money from your business. Youth people, young people them, this na opportunity. We dey work with a lot of young people them, in them being with supply of raw material, and also them being with staff and labor force, because without them we're not able to do all of this.
Then get the energy and all. Thank you so much. I'll carry on for keeping in touch.
Thank you.
Well, that's what we'll bring the encounter to an end today, and we could we don't say you say snail no mix for blood business. And we guest in at the studios, we don't be Yoko M. Brewer, and Yoko na the founder and the CEO for Empire Arts Institute. We do performing arts, and also Ambassador Shako Foyo, we the executive director for YACAP and the chief organizer for the National Youth Summit from the 9th to the 12th of August as a way of celebrating the International Youth Day. Also, we don't get Bridgetta Nee Bodkin, and it don't happen for be the wonderful entrepreneur representing the UBA Marketplace in Nigeria, and the founder for Lambano ESA Limited. Thank you to the rest of the production, especially the technical guys. Without the guy behind the camera, show know the go, and I see the effort they put always for letting the encounter come to now. Watch the repeat on Sunday from 5 to 6, and you can watch that TV on channel 20. We'll get plenty of good use for now, but we'll keep on quiet until they happen to the ISI. Till then, get a wonderful and blessed weekend. So the Muslims that will say, Juma Mubarak to all.
Sierra Leone's ever-growing youthful population still continues to grapple with high rates of unemployment and other challenges. Despite the enormous challenges, young people are still working on realizing their potential. With emerging entrepreneurs and innovators, Youth Encounter on Star Television and Radio is a program that showcases successful young people, discuss the challenges, and provide recommendations. Join Mohammed Basiru Sanusi PM. It's Youth Encounter on Star TV on Channel 21.